I don't know what I'm doing either.
Yeah, you do. Now I'm gonna be acting all different.
Just keep doing what you were doing.
Oh.
That's cute.
I'm not with that. No rubber band, no rubber band. Every time I put down, they show me that. If I know pull out, she got my back. Although you cool, I'm happy that. Although you cool, say everything I do is for my woman. Anything I talk, when you talk, I go do.
We're starting. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Suan. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are new here. Today I am doing a makeup tutorial on my model and really good friend Nadia. It is her birthday season, so I figured that we would do like a cute, but simple and natural birthday glam, so stay tuned. So to start, I am just prepping her skin. I really love to use like Fix Plus spray to just hydrate the skin before I do anything by MAC. And then I also applied a serum right after I did the spray. You can use any kind of serum, but serums are just really great to lock in that moisture, so you have like a nice glowy base to work off of. Now, Nadia did tell me that she has oily skin. So as far as her primer, I'm going to be applying the Benefit Cosmetics, the Pore Professional Primer, and yeah. So Nadia's skin is all set, so next I'm going to start with the brows. I always prefer to do like brows and eyes first, and then I apply like foundation and contour and do the lip, that kind of stuff. So I live for Morphe's brow pencil in the color Java, and it is like this skinny like mechanical pencil. It is just my favorite product to use for brows. It gives me a lot of control. And it doesn't look like too harsh or anything. Like, it still keeps the brows like really soft and pretty. So that's all I'm doing here in this step. So now I am going to do, it seems to be like all of my clients like favorite part. Oh my god, they go crazy for when I shape their brows with concealer. So yes, I'm just shaping her brows with the MAC Studio Fix concealer. I think it's really good for brows because it is like a matte finish, so you're not gonna have like a shiny like a dewy finish or anything. And because it dries down matte, it's going to keep her brows and the product in place. And as you can see, also I'm brushing that concealer down onto her eyelid to use as an eyeshadow base. So now I am going in with a damp beauty blender, and I'm just using that beauty blender to press her concealer into her eyes to create even more of a smooth and even base before I apply eyeshadow. So since we're doing color today on her eyelid, I really wanted to brighten up her eyes a little bit more. So right now I'm just going in with a lighter shade of concealer, and I'm using my beauty blender to press that in for her base. So next I am going to place a MAC Studio Fix press powder on top of that concealer that I just blended in. I really like to do this step because it locks in your eyeshadow base, so your eyes will not crease, it won't move, it won't go anywhere, and it also gives it like a really nice seamless finish. It just pulls everything together. For eyeshadow, I am using the Supreme Nudes palette by Artist Couture. I love this palette. Like, this is one of my favorite palettes to use on clients because it just has so many like perfect and pretty like neutral colors. So what I'm doing is I'm starting in the outer corners first and then blending it up into her crease very softly, and I'm mixing the colors Aesthetic and Mink. So they're two like soft but dark browns to just give her like a subtle smoky effect. So sorry guys, but I had to film some of this off camera because we were also doing like a whole content day thing. It was a lot going on in this video, but as you can see, I did start going in with a light blue eyeshadow in her inner eye area, and I am using the Tarte Be a Mermaid Make Waves eyeshadow palette. I love this palette. It's so pretty, it's so gorgeous, but I'm using the color Splash, so that is that blue color that you see. So little tidbit for you guys, MAC, their Fix Plus spray, you can use that to actually spray your brush with your eyeshadow product on it, like what I'm doing here, to get more of an intensified look, especially if you're using like glitter or shimmery eyeshadows. It just really makes your eyeshadow pop so much more. I love it. It like really intensifies the colors. So I thought it would be fun to do like some cute glitter like rhinestones, and we'll do like a cut crease, like a semi-cut crease on her eyelid with those. And I purchased these from Amazon. You can actually get them in a set and they come with like so many different colors. Look y'all, please ignore my ghetto application process because I could not find my tweezers for the life of me. Like typically you want to do this with tweezers, but I had to use like a cuticle cutter thingy. I did sanitize it with alcohol, so you know, look, as a makeup artist, you do what you gotta do, okay? All right, so next, just like before when I was cleaning up like underneath her brows and shaping them with concealer, I am doing the same thing for the top of her brows, and I like to do this step like right before I apply their foundation, so it just blends like flawlessly together. And for this step, you want to try to find a shade that's as close to like your foundation color as possible, because you don't want that like super like highlighted look above your eyebrow like you would have for underneath your brow. So just another little nugget there. Okay, so Nadia told me that she had oily skin, but when I was applying that concealer, I noticed her skin started to flake. So I was explaining to her that you might actually have dry skin. And the reason that your skin is producing oil is because your skin is not getting enough hydration. And I told her you need to start hydrating more. So anyways, long story short, I had to switch her primer. So I am now going in with the Laura Mercier Hydrating Foundation Primer to give her more of a dewier base and just like moisturize the skin, girl. So this next step is pretty self-explanatory. As you can see, I'm just using a black liquid eyeliner by NYX, y'all. One of my faves liquid eyeliners. When I tell you this liner is not going to move and it dries down to a matte finish, it is not going to move. So what I'm doing here, you're gonna see me apply the eyeliner twice, because what I do is I just like to create like a nice line along her eyelid, and then I'm going to apply her lashes next, as you will see, and then I'm going to create a cat eye once her lashes are on and ready to go. Okay, so let's have a little chit chat here, real quick sidebar. As a makeup artist, it is okay to make mistakes. Even if you're applying your own makeup, it's okay to make mistakes. I always tell my clients, like, hey, it's just makeup. You can fix it, you can take it off, you can wipe it off, whatever. As you guys can see here, this was a fail. I was trying to go for a very like volume lash look, but these do not fit her eye shape. They don't flatter her face at all. And I'm honest with my clients, like, nope, let's try something else. So to give her a more pretty lash look, because guys, this is a pretty glam here, what I did instead was I picked two medium length. One is like a very like subtle volume, and then the other set of lashes had more volume, and I just doubled them. And this is actually something I do on myself with my own lashes. People always think they are lash extensions, but really I'm just wearing two sets of lashes on top of each other. So now we are going in with her foundation, and I am using the NARS Sheer Glow. As you guys just saw, I actually applied a little bit on the top of my hand, and again, I'm using Fix Plus Spray, so I sprayed that onto the product on my hand and I mixed it together with my brush just to give her some more hydration, because my girl has dry skin, y'all. So yeah, we definitely need to hydrate the skin and make sure her foundation is not drying her out as well. So now I am using the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation in a couple shades darker than her natural skin tone to do her contour, and I am applying this around the outer edges of her face, underneath her cheekbones, and down the bridge of her nose. So the liquid contour is done. Now I am going to highlight her face. So I am using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. And she really is magic, y'all. Like, this is a really good dupe if you love the Tarte Tape Shape Concealer. It covers just as well. The consistency is the same, but it's for a cheaper price. So better bang for your buck. So as you guys can see, I am applying her highlighter down the bridge of her nose, underneath her eyes to brighten the under eye area. I'm applying it on her chin area and the center of her forehead. So basically, I always tell people, like, you want to make sure your highlight is going, like, think about it like where your face like lights up when the sun is hitting your face. that's where you want to be applying your highlight. All right, so let's start blending. And again, I am using my beauty blender that I was using before, and we are just going to blend this beautiful masterpiece together. And yeah, just blend, 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 blend until you can't blend no more, basically. Another tidbit for blending is when you are using the beauty blender, so if you notice, it's kind of circular. So technically it has about 3 good sides that you can use. So I am going to use one side only to blend in her highlight, then I'll flip it to another side to blend in her contour. That way the products aren't like really like mixing together too much where they like mesh to just one color. Like you still want all of that hard work that you just did, that beautiful creation you just made, to show even once the product is blended in. So I'm just spraying her face over with the MAC Fix Plus spray because I really want all of the products that I just applied to set and settle into her skin much faster. And like I said, y'all, blending is such a tedious process, but it is probably the most important and crucial step of doing a makeup application. You want to make sure your makeup is blended properly. Now I am going to set everywhere where I applied her highlight with the Laura Mercier, their translucent setting powder. Y'all, this powder is my girl. This is the best setting powder that I've ever used. When I say just a clean, it doesn't look cakey or anything once you use it, once you apply it. It's that girl, period. Go get you some. So now I am just dusting off that loose setting powder, and I am using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish to do so. This powder is my girl too. When I tell you, it just like, seriously, it's what she says she is. A flawless finish, literally. Also, really quick, I always dust the powder off from underneath the eyelash, so that's why it's still sitting there, y'all. And I do this for a specific reason. So as you guys can see, I'm going back in with my Supreme Nudes eyeshadow palette, and I'm just using those same 2 brown shades that I used earlier to create a smoky effect underneath her eye. Now, sometimes when you do this step, there will be fallout. So that's why it's really important to just leave that loose powder underneath the eye while you do this step, because it will catch that fallout. And then when you go to dust the loose powder off, it'll dust that eyeshadow, that fallout off with it as well. And it won't like smear or rub into your actual makeup. So now I am using the NYX retractable eyeliner pencil in the shade brown to line her waterline. And y'all, like I said earlier about their liquid liners, they are so amazing. So are their pencils. Here I'm just applying a brow gel, so I am using the NYX Control Freak brow gel just to hold her brows so they don't move or anything throughout the day. So to set her liquid contour that I did earlier, I am just using the MAC Studio Fix foundation powder, and I used one that was like a couple shades darker. I just basically wanted it to match the contour. So next, to make her contour really pop and just add some extra warmth to her face, I am using the Huda Beauty Glow Wish Lightweight Blurring Press Powder. Guys, it says it's a press powder, but I use it for a bronzer. I don't care what they say. This is a bronzer to me because it's just bomb. Now I am finally dusting off that loose setting powder that I mentioned earlier. I also noticed that I did leave a little bit on her nose and around her T-zone, so I'm just dusting that off here as well. It's time for blush. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm a blush girl. So yes, I'm about to mix it up. I'm using 3 different blushes. So I'm starting out with the Rare Beauty, her liquid blush in the color Joy. Then I am going to mix the MAC Mineralized blush in the color Lovejoy and the MAC Extra Dimension blush in the color Just a Pinch. So I'm really trying to give her a nice like coral, like warm blush look. So now it's glow time, and I really want to give her just a really pretty like peachy summery glow. So I am going in with the MAC Extra Dimension highlight in the color Glow with it. Y'all, this is really that girl too. I don't know what it is about this highlight because it looks so subtle in the packaging, but it is gorgeous on the skin. And like what kind of sold me was when I was buying this, the guy was like, oh yeah, J-Lo always wears this. And J-Lo always looks so bronzy and beautiful. Now y'all know I love to mix, so I had to add in my girl, the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb highlight in the color Cognac Candy. So I'm just topping that highlight, the MAC highlight, with the Fenty. All right, so it is time for lips. So I'm going to start with lining her lips first with the Makeup by Mario, and I am using the Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil in the shade Milk Chocolate Brown. Just going in with a MAC cream lipstick in the shade Down to Art. And just to brighten up the center of her lips, I am applying the Too Faced Liquefied Longwear Lipstick in the shade Sugar Melted. Now, I think this product is discontinued, so you probably will not be able to find it, but it's a soft, like baby pink that I'm applying to the center. So to add more of a dramatic contrast with her lips, I am going in with the MAC Chestnut Lip Pencil, and I'm only applying it to the outer corners of her lips. So lastly, I'm just going over her lips with a clear lip gloss in the shade Glass Slipper by Fenty, just to give her lips some more pop. So since we're done with the makeup portion, for the most part, all I have to do is mascara, but I really like to do this step before I do mascara. So I just sprayed the MAC Fix Plus Finishing Spray, and I'm pressing that in with my brush, as you can see. Next, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray to set her makeup so that it will not move, it will not go anywhere, and it will hold all day, all night. All right, so we made it to the end. My very final step is to do mascara, and I do that because when I apply the finishing and the setting spray, I don't want the mascara to get wet and start getting runny and smudgy. So yeah. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look. I had a lot of fun creating this look. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.